Okay, so we're back here to do the next one is the posterize. And I'm going to leave the duotone on, and I've just minimized or just turned off the duotone image over here. So I'm gonna come over back over here, duotone's here. I am actually gonna go back to duotone options in my history here because I'm gonna change the duotone to a monochromatic duotone for the posterization. It just makes it'll be easier to see. Um, and the posterization can work with a split complementary system or it'll work with a monochromatic one. So we're gonna just make some variation here. So I'm gonna get rid of that blue. Notice how different it looks in comparison. This one having the complementary system to this one just having a monochromatic one. But the dark values are the same color. So you can see the change here. So here, RGB layer. Now we're going to posterize this. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to go to your adjustment tabs over here, the bottom row, right? And it should be the third one, or is it, where is it? The second one, sorry. All right, so we're going to posterize it. We're going to go to your adjustment tab, second icon here, and I'm just going to click, and there's the layers. You get in the properties, the palette up here on top where the history was, you get your levels. Its default goes to 4. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see these levels a little bit more clearly. That's pretty in your face. There. So you can see if I go down to 2, it's just two levels, two values essentially of color. If I go up to 9, here we are, and it almost looks photographic, right? If I go to 6, you can start seeing some of that posterization. The shadows definitely are just a flat value, color shape. I zoom in a lot more, and you can start seeing like here's 14. Small increment steps here of these. And I'm zoomed in at 200%. So it would be pretty difficult to see some of these. If this is depending on the image and the gradation between the values, these steps could be larger and broader. It just really depends on the image. And you can see as you get to different areas that you see a lot of these value shapes, these color shapes, or when you get down here at the bottom, it looks much flatter because of the lack of value range. And the more I increase the levels, the much more difficult it is to see these. So once you find the appropriate levels that you'd like, if you want it to be more graphic, maybe you bump that down a lower number. Zoom this out. And then once this is completed, one more step. I'll need to merge these two layers. So when I made this adjustment, it was an adjustment layer. I can turn that posterization on and off here with the visibility. I can always click on the thumbnail for the posterization and I can adjust it. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge them before I bring them over here because if I just bring this one over, I didn't hold the shift key, it's just there, that it's not posterized. In the history, undo that, come back to this one. So what I need to do is I need to merge these. I like adjustment layers because it allows me to revisit my adjustment, but at some point you will need to commit to it to drag them over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, hold the shift key, select the RGB, so now they're both highlighted. Then I'm going to come up to my menu bar and hit Layer, Merge Layers. So there's the pathway. Merge them. Now it's posterized 1, and if I zoom in, you can see it. and I can drag this over. If I hold the shift key again, release, it'll center it right there in the middle. And so now I have posterization, duotone, and then back to the RGB. So at this point, we're ready to continue on to halftones.